Hey everybody, Stefan here on GenderqueerChat. This week we are talking about whether genderqueer is a young person's kind of identity, kind of in line with what we talked about last week. And I think JT hit on a lot of the main points in his video yesterday. So yeah. Basically the point that it's a kind of a newer emerging identity lends itself to be more of a young person's thing right now, but then when everybody in my generation ages, there's going to be a bunch of old genderqueer people and new, young genderqueer people and genderqueer people of all ages. I think there are definitely older genderqueer people. Once again, kind of like the male assigned at birth kind of genderqueer people. I'm sure that many people before us have felt the way that we feel, but haven't necessarily used the word genderqueer to describe themselves. So I mean, I'm sure that our older counterparts have experienced, not fitting in to one side or the other and things like that, but just didn't have the language to describe it. And so just settled on, being trans or being butch or being androgynous or whatever. Yeah. And I don't know, also, at least in the South, there's a lot of older people who don't even like the term queer, because when they were growing up, the term queer was, very derogatory and not something that they have reclaimed for themselves. So, then, genderqueer has the word queer in it, and is probably not a very, not a very good catchphrase or term for people who grew up with queer as a derogatory thing. So that's another factor, at least in the South. I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's very much attention paid to older queer people, in general. It's, I mean, most social movements have started, from people, middle age or college age, the club scene, the bar scene, that's where a lot of social movements come from. So, the movements that the older people now have come from is, the gay and lesbian rights movement, the feminist movement, and now is the genderqueer movement. So it's going to start with us, but it's definitely not going to end with us. And with all that said, there definitely are people who are older that do identify as genderqueer, but we just don't hear about them as often because we're just not in the same social circles or don't pay attention. So yeah, I think those are the main points I wanted to say. Yeah, I got a haircut. It was getting a little bit too long in my face, and I kind of miss it, but this is good for the summer, because it's hot in Florida. So yeah. Alright, I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.